This is how I made 500K in 2 months at just 19 years old. I'm gonna give you guys the complete blueprint of what my business model is and how I actually got this done. All right, so let's get into it. So as you can see here, 500K in 2 months. This was the month of October and November, obviously Q4, so some inflated sales. Obviously a really good period for running ads and ecom, but yeah, still an insane amount of money for 2 months, and this is our first year of business. So yeah, pretty good numbers, and yeah, I'll show you guys how I did that in this video. So yeah, just before I get into that, I'll show you guys the dashboard, just so you guys know this is real. Here we go, I'll show you October 1 to November 30th. So there you go, yeah, 2 months, 500K. I'll give you guys a quick refresh just so you know I'm not taking the piss. Yeah, there you go, fully legit. So yeah, just to preface this, literally a year ago, I was still working at Domino's. I was pretty much dead broke, had no idea what I wanted to do with my life, pretty much no ambition, had no idea what I was going to do to make money. I dropped out of high school, was literally just working at Domino's like a couple of days a week. There's a photo of me like riding around on my bike. There's me in my Domino's hat. And yeah, that was literally just a bit over a year ago now. So we started this business in December of last year. And yeah, so I just want you guys to know that, I'm no one special. I'm not like super smart. It's literally just all about dedicating yourself, putting in the work, understanding what you actually have to do, learning the skills. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then yeah, here's just some more proof that we actually own the business. Basically, yeah, this photo right here is one of the early stock orders that we had. Before November, we were literally just shipping out of my mate's garage. So yeah, shout out to Josh's mum for letting us hold all our stock and run our operations out of her garage. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That was one of our smaller stock orders. They're way bigger now. We're into a warehouse and yeah, need a forklift to move stuff in and out. So yeah, this photo's here from when we had to do around 1,000 orders in one night. Just me and Raf, locked in. We were slaving away pretty much from like 12 p.m. until 2 a.m. the next day. So yeah, had to put in a couple of shifts, make sure that the customers weren't too upset. That was after a couple of delays with suppliers. But yeah, so I had to do, a little bit of manual labor along the way, but that never hurt anyone. And then here is one of our first photo shoots or like sort of video, like content sort of stuff that we were doing with the brand. This was in April, I believe, and yeah, we got a bunch of product photos done, rented out an Airbnb, did a whole bunch of founder-led content and that sort of stuff, made a bunch of ads, and this is where, it sort of really started to feel like things were taking off. We felt like we had real scale that we could achieve, and yeah, I think this was around the time where we started doing our first 1K days, so yeah, pretty cool little achievement that we got to there. So yeah, obviously you can look back on my YouTube, look at my Instagram. Obviously I'm really doing this shit. This is really our business. And yeah, so let's get into it. So the first thing I got here is why build a brand and why not drop shit? So basically, when you're drop shipping, you have no real longevity. It's not a good business model. The products that people sell from drop shipping are often gimmicky or sort of seasonal products. And basically, you're not able to build a massive customer base. You kind of spend more time looking for new products every couple of weeks or every couple of months, actually trying to find a product that will sell rather than just working on one product, one brand, and allowing you to scale basically infinitely. So yeah, another reason that you want to build a brand is it's a lot more trustworthy. When people see drop shipped products, they know that they're drop shipped. Obviously, no branding, just white label stuff. People obviously know that it's drop shipped, that it's come from China. They can tell by the website. Consumers are actually starting to get smart. They understand, and if you're not giving them a reason to trust you, they won't. All right, they're not falling for scams anymore. And yeah, you have to build something reputable, something trustworthy. You want those reviews, those testimonials, and then people actually trust your brand and buy from it. And yeah, you can get way more loyal customers, as I said before, because people will actually like your product, right? You can get custom made products, you can custom build your brand. People will buy into your brand and you can really make a community out of it. And then obviously the scale is just so much larger because you can actually leverage the brand instead of just, just a single product. All right, cool. So that's why you build a brand, and why you shouldn't drop ship. All right, so let's get into how to actually find and source a good product that will allow you to scale. Basically, you want to find a demographic that actually has disposable income to spend. Like if you're selling a $300 product and you're trying to market to 18, 20-year-olds, people in high school or whatever, they don't have that sort of disposable income, or at least for the most part, they're not going to have that disposable income to spend $300 on, whatever it is that you're selling. And yeah, a lot of thought has to be put into, what demographic you actually want to sell to. So yeah, the next point is that you want your product to be high AOV. So AOV means average order value. And basically the lower that your AOV, the less profit that you can actually make. All right, so say you have an AOV of around $30 and your product costs around $5 to make and then $10 to actually ship to your customer. That right there is $15 that you're already eating into your profit, and that's without marketing spend. So say you get a cost per acquisition or CPA at $15, which really at this point in time is unheard of currently. But say you can get your CPA down that low, that's $15 that you're spending on making the product and shipping it to the person, and then $15 that you've spent on marketing, and then your average order value is only $30. So you've literally made $0 for that sale. So yeah, realistically, you want to find a product that you can sell or you can bundle in multiples to get your AOV up to $50. Realistically, you want it to be around $70 at least, which allows you to spend a large chunk of that money on marketing. And then as you get to bigger scale, you can talk to your suppliers, get that product cost down, get the shipping cost down. I mean, as you scale, you'll make bigger and better creatives. You can get that cost down, and then realistically you just optimize for profit. So another thing here is that you want a product that solves a problem and that's consumable. So things like skincare, things like protein powder, any sort of supplements, these products are really good because they solve a problem and they're consumable, which allows you to build massive monthly recurring revenue, and also your customer retention is super high. So as long as your product is high quality and it's consumable, people will keep on coming back because your product is solving a problem for them. If you're a skincare company and people use your product and it solves their acne, they will keep coming back because they've finally solved that problem, and they're not going to take a chance on, discontinuing buying your product and then having their face flare up again or whatever. And then obviously you want to do something that's not done in your market. So you want to be able to differentiate your product in some way, whether that's with the angle, whether that's the offer that you're offering, you're giving them free stuff, more value, or you're doing it with different ingredients, or any sort of thing like that. You just need to market your product in a different way so you're not directly competing against the big brands that are already in your space. So yeah, basically once you've decided on a product, all you have to do is go onto Alibaba. So I'll just pull that up here. And then yeah, you basically just search whatever it is that the product that you've decided on. So let's say it's creatine gummies. And as you can see, you find a bunch of different creatine gummy suppliers. And basically all you have to do now is you just find ones that are cheap, and then you press chat now. Yeah, you can literally just type to them. Basically what you want to do is you want to message a bunch of different suppliers, try to talk them all down on price, and yeah, get the best prices. Sometimes you're going to have to sell them on having a future relationship with them. So you're going to have to say that you will, you're going to scale your brand. You're going to have massive stock orders in the future. And then yeah, you want to get a sample from these guys. You want to test all the different samples, find a good product. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, so now that you've built a brand and you've found and sourced a product from Alibaba, it's time to make a website so you can actually sell your product. So the big key factor for your website is that it needs to be high converting and trustworthy. And just like with the brand, it can't look like every other website or look like a drop shipping store. It has to be trustworthy, and you need to have like testimonials and this sort of things, like fake reviews on there when you're starting out. You need to have these sorts of things so people know that it's real, people think that it's a legitimate business. So I can go further in depth into these in a future video, but yeah, basically you just want to, realistically, what you need to do is you go to your competitors and you steal the best sections from each website. You find the best things about each website, the things that you think you like, the things that you think would make you buy. And yeah, you pretty much just rip them. Obviously, you put your own twist on it, make it your brand's color, whatever your specific pain points are for, that's the best for your niche and the best for your target demographic. But yeah, you pretty much just want to go into these websites and copy their designs, because these people have already paid money to these, conversion rate optimization agencies. They've already paid money and spent a bunch of money getting traffic to this website. So they know what is working, and they're going to be using the best practices for the most part. And yeah, another thing to think about is that it doesn't have to look pretty. The way that your website looks isn't everything, right? Like it doesn't have to be like, it doesn't have to be the most beautiful thing that you've ever set eyes on. It just has to be optimized to get the best conversion rate. It doesn't really matter what it looks like as long as it works. And then the big thing here is high quality product photos, right? If your product photos look ugly, you know, they look unprofessional, they look like, you know, someone's just taken a photo of a random product, people aren't going to buy from you. It doesn't look legit. You look like you're drop shipping, basically. So yeah, luckily most people now, they have an iPhone. If you have a camera or you have a mate that has a camera, even better. But yeah, you can do this pretty low production, pretty low cost. You basically just need to get a couple of light sticks and maybe some backdrops that are, you know, go with your branding or are relevant to your niche. And yeah, you just set up a photo shoot. Obviously, you can keep on improving on these as you go, and eventually you can go to photo studios and get them done for you. Pretty much everyone can just do it at home with your iPhone camera. You just need to get a backdrop set up, get some good lighting, and yeah, you can do it pretty easily from home. And then so the last step is create and launch ads on Facebook. All right, so basically, when you're first starting out, you don't really have a clue what you want to market, how you want to market. Literally just go to your competitors, copy their ads, and then also come up with your own concepts, right? So the first thing that you want to do is go onto Facebook ad library. Ad library here. And I'll just use Dr. Swatch as an example because I always use these guys and I know they're printing. Here we go. So yeah, Dr. Squatch, and yeah, they market in Australia, so you can see them. Basically, you can see literally every single ad that your competitors have live currently, right? You can see all the different variations, all the videos, all the photos, literally everything, right? These are all of their active ads currently. And basically what you want to do is, if they market in the same way as you or they have the same niche as you, basically you can rip them, right? You just watch the video.
I always see these sales when I'm broke, and when I get paid, I can't find it again.
Well, it's your lucky day, buckaroo.
And what you can do is you basically just, you know, you record the same clips, do the same AI voice, and yeah, literally just rip it, right? But with your product, obviously. Obviously, there's a limit that you can get to from just copying other people, and you're going to have to, you know, take some steps out on your own to optimize this sort of stuff and iterate on it and come up with your own good ideas. Obviously, these people are good at marketing, but they're not the best in the world. They won't have, it's not like you won't have completely original ideas that can actually propel your brand forward. This is just a good stepping stone, sort of a good starting spot when you don't have any ideas. Yeah, just go to your competitors, obviously the ones that are doing well. Yeah, have a look at what they're doing and get some inspiration. If you can't come up with anything on your own, you can basically just one-to-one rip it, just use your brand basically. And then, yeah, the last thing here is test and iterate on everything, literally everything that you can. As you scale, you want to optimize everything for profit. Yeah, basically A/B test, split test your emails, your website, your creatives, you know, your marketing angles, your offers, literally everything you want to test, you want to iterate on. Even something that you think is 100% the best, I promise you it isn't. You can always make things better. And yeah, that's basically the secret to scaling. It's testing, it's doubling down on what has already done well and making it better, all right? You always want to be testing new things, testing new creatives, and that is how you scale. So yeah, obviously this video was pretty bare bones. You know, you can't really explain all this stuff in one video. If you guys have any more questions for me, feel free to join my free Discord community in the description below. As well as also, if you're interested, I have a new one-on-one mentorship that I've launched with my business partners, telling you basically everything in depth on how we got to this point within 1 year. We have all of our networks, all of our connections, all the strategies that we've used. And yeah, I think that'll be super helpful for you guys. There's a bunch of modules and stuff in there as well. And you get one-on-one access with us pretty much 24/7. So yeah, the link for that is also in the description if you guys are interested. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later.